Hello, let's do the New York Times Hard Sudoku for June 7th, 2026. I'm going to do something a little different today. Normally I do a systematic walkthrough. That's to kind of help you progress from can't solve the hard down to the 15 to 20 minute range. But once you hit that 15 to 20 minute range, you do need to add something if you want to break out of that plateau. And so my recommendation is to start with kind of a holistic scan, get to know the grid before you type anything in, and then make instinctual decisions about where you want to be looking first. And also that initial scan of the grid might just get you some of the more obvious placements, and you can be looking for geometry while you go as well. So the first thing that I notice about this grid is that we have two boxes that are almost full. We're down to 4 digits. They're majority full. And so I'm going to just think about what those digits are to see if there's any like obvious singles or pointing or claiming that we can mark. And we can seed them with center marks. So here we need a 1, 3, 6, 9. So I'm seeing 2 6s look in. That places our 6. So we're down to 1, 3, 9, which I will mark. That's not 3. We're not going to bother like scanning this box outward because it's actually inefficient because it's got so many givens in it. So we're just going to move on to this one. We're just looking at what looks in to see if there's any obvious stuff. So we're trying to go quicker. And so if you just start systematically on a different box, it's not actually quicker. We need 1, 4, 6, 9 here. So we're going to mark the 6s in one of these two. So these are down to 1, 4, 9. And I guess I could put 1, 6, 9 here. Oh, sorry. This can't be 4 or 9, so I'm going to put 1, 6 there. All right, so I'm going to move on from that box. Now I'm going to look for like good geometric deductions. So here we've got a filled box row. Those are always juicy. We want to look at these and scan in, as we normally do. So the 5 and 9 look in, and that means 5 and 9 are down here, so that's not a 5 because of that. And so those point in. So the 5s point in here with this 5, putting a 5 in one of these two. And then the 9s look in here with this 9, putting a 9 in one of these two. So what we learned is that these aren't 9 and these aren't 5, which may come in handy later. We'll see. But notice that the only corner marks I have right now, other than I guess these two, are things that actually perform eliminations, which can be useful. Now I'm going to look at this 3, 9 for crossings. I actually see that we have 6 and 7 crossing. And so we found a hidden 6, 7 pair here. What we want to think about is, are there any digits looking into this box that benefit from being eliminated from this hidden 6, 7 pair? So what I'm seeing is this 4 look in, putting a 4 in one of these two. That's going to point down, saying these aren't 4. That 1, 9 pair makes this a 6, and this whatever the other digit is, the 4. The 6 looks up, giving us 7 and 6. Now the 1, 9 pair is going to affect this column, and actually the 1 looking up puts a 1 in one of these two. So these aren't 1. I don't know if I can follow up on that. Does these being not 1, 9, is that at all helpful? I mean, it's something to keep in mind, I suppose. We got the 6, we got the 4. All right. I don't think anything else is looking in here. We have our 1, 9 pair. We got the pointing 1s. All right, this box doesn't really have a lot of opportunities. We've reduced a column down to 3 digits, so we could mark that up. We need a 1, 2, and 8. That one's not a 2. All right. The 4 and 6 could benefit from something crossing through here and through here. So we need a 2 and a 3 and an 8. We don't have any buddies with that. What about the 4 in this row? Okay, yeah, we can. So I was looking at 6, 4 against this row, but in this row we need a 4, and it can only go here because that 4 looks down. I believe we could have done buddy 4s in a systematic scan and found the same thing. So now we have opportunities for crossings in here, but the 5 actually does. I was going to say we're pretty sparse on givens to do it, but the 5 does it. That points down with this 5. 5 looks in, putting a 5 one of these two. We got a bunch of 6s and 7s. Well, I'm going to finish crossings first. We'll do this one, and then we'll talk about that. So crossing the 2, 8, it could be the 3 or the 4. Both of them do. So the 3s look in, putting a 3 in one of these two. So this can't be 3. Oops. Placing this 3. And so now we place 3. Oh, no, sorry. 3 is already placed in the box. Never mind. And so the 4 looks in with this 4, putting a 4 in one of these two. That points up with this 4, putting 4 in one of these two. In fact, this column is just down to 1, 4, 9. This one can't be 4. This one can't be 9. All right, no more opportunities for crossings. I'm not seeing any opportunities for geometry beyond what we've already done. Oh, I'm seeing this 6 and this 6 is not good enough. Oh, we actually have a bunch of 6s looking in here. That places the 6. Right, I was going to look at 6s and 7s anyway, because we placed a bunch of them. So 6 ends up in one of these two, and it ends up in one of these two. And the 7 actually gets placed in this box here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How about, oh, it's placed in this box here. And we're down to this rectangle of 7s. And you'll notice that we have created a hidden 6, 7 pair here because of the overlapping corner marks. And so we want to think about what might have benefited from removing that. So I'm seeing like what's going to look through this 6, 7 is probably the most likely. So it's the 2 and the 8. The 2 actually ends up placed. Now the 8s look in, placing the 8, which places the 5. And so now this column is down to 1, 3, 9. Interesting. We have 1 9s, we have 1 3 9s. All right. Oh, but this one can't be 9 because of the 9s claiming. Gotta be careful there. Respect the corner marks. How are 4s doing? Because we have these rectangle 4s. So 4 is in one of these two. So we have this rectangle and this rectangle of 4s. Okay. Anything else that the 8 looked through? We got that placed. This is down to 1, 3, 4, 9. So this is 1, 3, 9. All right. So what about the 2, 5, and 8? Can I follow up on those? So the 2 ends up in one of these two. The 5, we already have marked. The 8 crosses this 4, 6. So 8's in one of these two. And so that means this has to be 1, and that's 9, giving us 1 here. So these can't be 1. The 9 looks up, but there's still 2 places for 9. This box is done. Oh, the 1 looking up places the 1 here, which places the 5. So this is down to 2, 8, 9. That's not a 2. 1, 9 pair here, so we're down to 5, 6, 7. So 5 ends up in one of these two. Oh yeah, we had these 5s. I didn't follow up this way. Okay, there wasn't any more to follow up on. Where should we look next? Is there any scanning? I mean, we haven't really done scanning, so maybe I'll scan against this box. So yeah, the 1s look in, putting a 1 in one of these two. The 6s are done, 7s are done. We already knew that. The 4 is done. How about up here? The 3, the 2, and the 8. So the 2's in one of these two, and the 8's in one of these two. What is not cornered here? Actually, hold on. First, 1 in this box is down here. And so 1 ends up in one of these two. So is everything cornered here? 1, 2, 1, 2, 4, 5, 8, 9. Yeah, everything's cornered here. So this is a naked 2. This is down. This is 5, 9. This is 5, 8. This is 1, 8. I don't think I need the corner marks anymore. Oh, wait, did I do the 1s? Oh, no, this shouldn't have been 1. Right. The 1s looked in. Hold on. What did I do wrong there? Oh, no, I already had it marked, and I didn't delete the 1. Okay. The 4s, yeah, okay. 5 and 9 means 3 and 7 are down here. We have that marked. Okay, what am I missing? This is 1, 4, 8. Not a 1, so it's 4, 8. This is 2, 4, 8. This 1, 9 pair, I want to make sure I respect that. So these aren't 9. Oh yeah, this is a pair for the column. I'm just not looking at the right stuff. We need a 5 and a 9. So yeah, this is 9, this is 5, which gives us 3. That gives us 1 and 9 here, giving us 1, 9, 1, 4, 9, 5, 8, 1. Nice, that's 8, 2, and 4. The 2 is now only here. That's our 7. That's 8. All right. We are down to 8, 9 pairs, so this is the other digit, 3. We We get the 6 and 7 resolved, which resolves the 6 over here. That's our 5. That's our 4. The 2 digits here are 3 and 9. So that's 3, that's 9. Digits left here are 2 and 3. So that's, oops, other way around. That's 3 and that's 2. The 5 is placed in this box. 4 is for the row. This is 1 and 3. We get our 1, 8, 9, 8, and 9. All right, so, I mean, 11, 12, I think that was faster than if I had done systematic today. We really keyed in on some really important spots, finding some early pointing and claiming, finding that 6 sevens could be completed quickly. Yeah, and if I had just respected the ones pointing into here earlier, it might have been a little faster. But you're not going to spot everything perfectly. But yeah, I hope this was helpful for those who want to kind of get past that plateau. Like, systematic is great. You're welcome to continue with it if you enjoy it. But kind of the next step is, can I jump around? And it's not just randomly jumping around. It's keying into stuff based on your experience on what might be good to get first. And that's going to be puzzle dependent. All right, well, how'd you do?